He's set himself up towards short, an ex-pro. Probably the best shot we've seen him land all out. He's looking a lot like Rops.
Yeah, so is Chris J, actually.
Oh, my word.
They're all looking like Rops Harris. Rops is just the camera personality. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but let's just get on with the pistol round. Invictus splitting up long and Cat. Mousesports have been pushed out of this A site. Carrigan's got a kit, but in a 2-on-4, a retake is not happening here. The bomb's not even down. Mousesports are just getting beamed out of this round, and it's Rops finally, but actually not the live camera, just the photo in a 1-on-4.
Yeah, and he might be looking to snap down some of these targets, but Vadim is going to find him. So Invictus, they'll secure that pistol
on the scout. He's got armor behind that. And actually a bit of a mid-push. Chris J going for it. Koshak is ready in the wings, though. However, this Deagle's so powerful. Koshak spamming him down with the SMG, and a man advantage here from Invictus at the start of the round. They're going to move out through long and take control. And
so this is why I love the T-side pick, right? So I was saying Mousesports, they should be playing confident. And so I imagine we're going to see these aggressive pushes, something that they're not too shy to offer up. And if you're Invictus, that means you can just hold this default early. And if you win one or two of these fights where Mousesports are trying to dictate the pace on this CT side, then you stand a very good chance of getting off to a good start. As well as that, we never got to see Invictus run their own game plan thus far, really, throughout any series they've played. It's always been the case that they have those CT side beginnings, and so the pace is just dictated by the T side, you know? Here, Rops, he's certainly feeling good to kickstart the day. Carrigan hidden back of the site here, gets some damage off with the Deag, but Fionn is going to shut him down. Frozen and Rops might just look to hold on to these weapons, and they're going to bow out of this round. So Invictus, they get that conversion. I'll take the 2-0 start.
That's unfortunate for Carrigan. He threw that sight smoke to try and, you know, hide behind it and give himself more room to fight long with Deagle, but Fionn just climbs up over the box on ramp and gets up on top of the site. Carrigan can't stop him. We're hearing yells already. Those sound like Russian yells, if I've ever heard them, Harry. So it might be Invictus getting pumped here to start off this series, and that's what you like to see. 2-0 beginning with save guns for Mousesports. Invictus will respect that, as 3 of them are already tagged up. They're not interested in getting their own economy taken away. But Mousesports, they still have an eco ahead of them in this third round.
Communication was certainly an interesting topic. Oh, Chris J from that mid-aggression. Oh, Carrigan dropping the bomb. These trades are fantastic at the very, very least. But Mouse are going to take this all day long. That AK in the hands of Frozen, it's got armor behind it. He stands to do a hell of a lot in this round. That smoke in CT, thankfully, keeps him at bay. But Mousesports in a 3-on-3. This is by no means undoable.
Yeah, Krieg. Look at the weapons picked up from Mousesports. Woxi traded out to an SMG to try and take these fights, and Vadim is holding off long. I like the reaggression, but Woxi's waiting for it. Two T's on long, and Flying will take the kill. And Mousesports, you may as well go for it. You've got to buy in the next round, but also this bomb is so ticked, and they don't have a kit, so you can already start to see a bit of a bail from Frozen as he waits for a long wrap that is not coming through. Rops will get out of there because Krieg in the first rifle round is exactly what he wants to have, and Invictus off to a 3-0 start. I like the, you know, even though Mousesports get those 2 initial trades at the start of the round up short, Invictus, they're not held back by that. They just continue pushing. They know that we've got to get to a bomb site ASAP. As soon as a bomb's down, we have a huge advantage. And
he's taken that over Woxi. I wonder if that was spawn-based or...
He's playing that B site.
Yeah, he's over towards B with it.
Ooh.
Yeah, lots of damage done, and Woxi is immediately traded out over on the car. Frozen's got to reposition here. He doesn't want to be left inside this bomb site alone, having to watch both short and long. So he's pushed up, but he's taken this short aggression. That at least now gives him a bit of an easier time here towards this A side of the map. Robs, this is a sneaky little angle over towards CT. He's just hiding above that smoke.
I think as Mousesports are down on numbers, so they've got to be checking everything right now. You can see Rops is checking CT and making sure there's no mid to B play coming through. Invictus, they're going to bail out of long, but they've got these smokes down. Frozen ascertaining that this area is clear. He can spot wide from the site. So this wrap from short is coming through, and really not great positions for Mousesports to deal with a short play. That AWP is firing off as well. Frozen gets tagged. He's down to 15, and Rops is in CT. Headshot angles with the Krieg can be favorable, but his teammate's gone down. Nice shot from Rops. Any more from him? No. go. The trade again in for Invictus, and the CT Molotov plus the AWP moving up on long. It's a 4th round, and proving that Woxi is on this AWP, though. That's a nice start. X-Pro dropping Chris J on long. He had a scout. Woxi's actually in lower tunnel, or watching it from the Xbox B play, and only a pistol here. Rops is not ready for the first, and Invictus are they've already won the round, Harry, really. They've got a 5-on-3, and they've got the B site.
And this just shows how strong getting off on the right foot, starting over on the good side of the map can be. We're seeing a lot more from Invictus than we've ever seen at this event thus far. If they get 5 rounds, bearing in mind that they got 6 across that, both maps yesterday, or was that the entire best of 3?
6 maps across the best, 6 rounds across the best of 3. 6 maps would be impressive.
Yeah, that would be impressive.
And this is impressive. Woxi's saving, but is he ready for the next player on long? He's holding his exit. Oh, what? Woxi is incredibly fast. He has had his Cheerios this morning, Harry. Or his omelets, who knows? The breakfast buffet is wild. I don't think they have Cheerios, though.
I don't think he had an omelette either, because today they had someone making omelets who... Oh my god, Woxi.
He's going to ace this.
He's making an omelette out of Invictus. He's scrambling them up, man.
Koshak's out of here.
Yeah, I agree with Koshak on this one. He's like, yeah, I'm kind of done feeding.
Slipped through the legs of flying and through the smoke. Koshak just spraying away. Oh, that's an unfortunate beginning for Mousesports. That is not what they wanted.
Ring line. Now, he's been stepping up. He's had his moments for Mouse thus far in this game.
They've seen him, haven't they?
I'm pretty sure they might have.
No.
On the corner of that smoke, but no, I think Rops has just eluded danger. He's just about hidden away. Frozen is drawing the attention in from the double doors, and if they don't account for Rops already being here, Rops could do a hell of a lot. He'll deliver all 3 kills, and now just having to hold off to the mid to B, that's easier said than done though. Woxi helped out, removing Fjorn up in the window, and now it's the 1v1. Both these players on 3 kills already. There's only enough room for one victor, and that's going to be Rops. He'll take down absolutely everyone. That mid smoke is already down, and he's not going to be able to see over it. He tries to spam through. Now, as they know this mid to B's coming in, Rops, his ears are pricked up, and he knows that players are coming in. He's got to stand the test of time again, and this time he only delivers 2 kills. Now, I say only, considering the situation he's in. Rops does a stellar job, but now it's down to the other 3, Woxi, Frozen, and Carrigan, but Carrigan's already been bested. And for Frozen and Woxi, they've just got to bow out of this round. They've got to save. There's no way back into this 2-on-3.
Yeah, their money's not built, Harry. They've only won 1 round on this CT side, and it was coming down to Rops being the last alive. So as soon as they lose the B site, yeah, you got to hold on to your money. You got to have something for that follow-up round. Otherwise, Invictus are going to continue to run away with this T side. I was going to say start, but they have more than started here this morning. 6-1 on the T side in Dust 2, and this is Mousesports map pick in the series as well. Scary stuff. Right now, Mousesports still need to get kills on the A site. Flash is there. Carrigan going to go forward with it, but smoke is in the way, and he can't see anything. X-Pro getting a kill. Frozen trading, but he gets spammed. I think it was Koshak on the car, and he's got another smoke shot as well. Rops has gone down without even seeing an enemy. Chris J getting spammed, and it's just Woxi with the AWP. He may as well save. Can look for a couple of exits, try and do some damage, open up the possibility, and that's a frag. Will it bait him back in? Will it tempt him for more as 3 players from Invictus sit holding on to that bomb? Nice molly. It should force Vadim out of position, but Woxi isn't there to capitalize on it, so he has to fall back, and that will be a 7-1 lead. Dear, oh dear. This is really impressive stuff from Koshak. He has been definitely the guy to watch out for on Invictus, just absolutely shutting down Mousesports half the time through smokes. The other half just hitting them in the face, and that's what you need to do, Harry. Woxi, no doubt he's getting away with this AWP, even if they peek him. But unfortunately, he was not on the right side of the map there to deal with the oncoming push.
Down mid, they've seen or heard no utility towards the long side. However, Rops, oh no, that's not where you want to find yourself. He gets fully blind trying to reposition. Chris J, he gets hit by a grenade, and that completely stops him. That's so broken, by the way. That is the dumbest thing. You could see he's shaking his mouse around. That's frustrated him. Chris J, not finding too much luck in this game thus far. Frozen in the tunnels, but this is feeling like another save from Mouse. 3 versus 4 into the B bomb site. They're just going to give this one up.
The worst part is, you called it, Harry, with that information the Mousesports got after having mid-control and Cat taken. Chris was on rotation. He was coming back to help Rops before the push came in, but Invictus hit the timing that, you know, not only was Rops in the open on Xbox, I'm not sure if he was repositioning or trying to play that spot, but he got fully flashed, only gets a dink onto flying and goes down. Well, Chris only gets into the door as the smoke comes through, and yeah, you see it, it hits him, it stops him completely. I'm all for a bit of a movement, you know, slowdown, kind of similar to when a grenade explodes on you and your movement gets a bit
yeah, this round Woxi taking this long position. They are trying to put him in spots to succeed, but they're just getting so
out-aimed.
Well, yeah, but as well as that, it just feels like wherever they're putting their stars, they're getting dodged. And in this round, the flashbangs are good to nullify Woxi over towards the long side. Thankfully, Chris J has helped out as best he can from mid, tried to alleviate some of this pressure. Carrigan flashing Chris for the long peek, and that's a good flashbang, but Koshak is so quick in response. This is looking like a completely different team to what we saw on day one, at least on the Invictus side of things. This should be a 9-1. Rops in the 1v3. Mouse have had better situations that they could go for, really. You know, like this is definitely the save from this man. And that's relying first on him getting away. Now with that kill on a Koshak, okay, maybe Rops is tempted. And he's ready! Flying! He will go flying down from atop of short. And now it's Vadim down in the pit. Rops tries to take the fight.
By these players in middle. Molotov to follow, flashes out, goes for it, but both players just get domed. Immediately headshots coming through for Invictus. Trade for Chris J, but he's alone in B. He's got to watch the tunnels as well as there's pressure being put on by Vadim with his AWP. Flank from Carrigan, he's cleared out long, and the rotate is off of mid from Woxi, but now Invictus piled up into the B tunnels, looking to go for this execute, and they might just get it as well. Chris J picked up, Woxi getting flashed as well. How does that shot not connect? They're going to be able to cross. Carrigan's been caught in lower with his knife out, and Woxi, there's no way he can win this round, surely.
Oh, he's still fighting, still going for this. The Rap's coming in through mid, though, and Fion's got this round dead to right.
That's ridiculous. And Woxi has been great when we've seen him in the right position, but Invictus has been doing such a good job of avoiding that. Rops, again, opening up, Harry. He's cleared out B. All this pressure on the catwalk being heard by Woxi. And that allows Rops to get aggressive. This could be the player that saves the round as he flanks towards the T-spawn. Vadim getting a pick in middle. Will that open up a mid to B movement for Invictus? Are they tempted? No, and that gives Rops more and more time to work, and without the worry of them flanking back into that B site. Missed smoke there. That was too far to the left for Fiorm. Not the end of the world, though, and Invictus still going to commit. Rops.
This double play from Frozen and Chris could make all the difference. Chris J is the Eagle, going to find success, and now, while all this attention is drawn into Chris J, Rops is set up on the long side, able to help out. They're not going to anticipate Frozen here, and that's now the bomb dropped. Vadim left in the clutch. 1 versus 3 required. Tags up Rops, but that leaves him out in
let's see how Mousesports can recover this half. Flashes are good in mid. Chris has to hide in that smoke, but he's trapped now. Double flash, and that smoke beginning to fade in a few seconds. Invictus have got him in the open, but they're not ready for him, and he gets one. Almost the double lineup. The trade is in, though, and Invictus getting mollied out of middle. Same story for Frozen in the CT spawn. He's going to go through with the flashbang. Mousesports trying to make plays, but Fjorn's holding for it, and X-Pro's got another. B is open for the taking, and Invictus will start wrapping through the tunnels with that bomb. It's a save for Mousesports, all too familiar territory. Uh-oh.
Yeah, is Woxi going to get out of here? They might let him get away. They might show some mercy on the Invictus side. And it seems like they will. He's allowed to rejoin with Carrigan. They'll hold on to these weapons at least. And that's actually going to make all the difference from ours as to whether or not they're going to buy in this coming round. If they keep both these players alive, they'll have 4 rifles to play with, and that's very, very doable. However, Invictus coming straight in on the back of that Mousesports tactical pause with a round to their name and only losing 1 man in the process. Considering this is the map pick of Mousesports.
4 rounds. If they want to come back, they need 4 rounds. And this is a key one as the AWP is up. Woxi doesn't realize they're close, but he unscopes in time. He must have heard the footsteps and gets away with that pick. The rest of Invictus bursting out through long. This has been conceded by Mousesports. Karrigan spotting on the site. Doesn't need to take that fight versus the Kriegs, and he will concede. Falling back to short. That of which Mousesports fully own. They've cleared out upper dark as well. Rops has pushed with Chris J from lower, who was there from the start of the round. So Mousesports know now that everyone from Invictus should be on long.
Oh, there's the AWP of Woxi chiming in. And now, I mean, Invictus, they've seen a lot of players here. Karrigan, I don't even know where he just got found from. They've just taken him down. That's through a smoke, yeah.
Was it Koshak again?
No, it was flying. So Koshak's going to get the bomb planted at least. It's out in the open, but these AWPs are making quick work of Invictus. X-Pro from down in the pit. Oh, there's Rops getting deleted, but he's got 3 more bodies to find, and Woxi is not missing a beat. 4 kills in this round.
He sits inside of the Molotov, down to 60, fully white, and just plays the timing. And Invictus, a man up in the last round of the half. We said Mousesports needed 4. This one is crucial. It's still winnable, but it's going to require a lot. Invictus staying grouped and getting up the catwalk. Chris J's here with the AWP. Do they flash him off? Oh, he's committed. He's fully committed. There's 4 players around this corner. He needs to be careful. He's going to have no chance to back off. Fully blind, and the utility from Invictus remains so powerful. These flashbangs have been continually catching Mousesports out. The smoke up on short is coming a bit late. They're already around the corner. Woxi spotted it, but he can't get the kill. And X-Pro through the box, finding a shot. Rops does kill Vadim, who dropped into CT, and Frozen will find another. But is this enough for Mousesports?
Well, 2 on 3 at round 15. They've got to go for it. They've got to try and make something of this. Incendiary on Rops and a couple of flashbangs here for Mousesports. They've at least got some utility to try and force these engagements out from the Invictus side. That Molotov's gone into the bomb site. There's no one there for Invictus. Koshak has shut down Rops and Frozen. 1 on 3. There's blood smeared up the walls, and now Frozen decision from Invictus. Because Mouse, they look ready to go for this A play. Frozen, there we go, That's the man we wanted to see a little bit more come into life. Flying's only going to get 1, and it's Fionn now inside of this A site all alone, but ooh, naughty.
Yeah, that's a bomb dropped. Surely not winnable for him with 2 players fighting on long, like long right now. Only 1 player committing as Mousesports flash their way into the site. Karrigan, he's got 2 kills. He's going to hold the backline. How does he go down to USP? That was so fast from Invictus. They find 2 kills. Mousesports still shouldn't have an issue, but that's a dink coming through from SMG on long. Woxi will deal with it at hand. Frozen is low, and that bomb has been planted, but Woxi has just had enough, Harry. He wants this game to be over, but not in the favor of Invictus. Tapping away. Trade is back in for Chris. 1 more player up cat, communicated late by Mousesports, but not a worry. Chris J is going to get it in time. So A is looking very favorable right now, as you say. Fionn alone in pit. X-Pro getting mollied. He's got to hide behind the site, but flashes are good for Mousesports. They're already up catwalk. Can he find anything? No, giving away the fact that he's got an AWP and no armor behind it. He needs to nail these shots here. Koshak is waiting, and he spotted Rops above the smoke. X-Pro getting dome. Frozen with a double. Coming alive here on the T side as Fionn trades onto long. Chris J, with no one to flash him out, does go down. And now it's a 3 on 3, but this retake is very doable. The issue is no kit.
And that bomb planted for short means that Woxi, he can just hold down the long angle. And with his teammates already set up towards short side, this becomes a very tricky round for Invictus. Woxi making it even more tricky. And there's Frozen to cement the server. And this is where, you know, the pressure as well is somewhat relieved for Karrigan, right? Like, you could tell just from his demeanor on camera that he was getting a bit frustrated in the beginning of this game. And now that it feels like he's got individuals around him stepping up, he can just play that supportive role. You know, he can focus on making these mid-round decisions for the rest of the squad. And he doesn't have to, it doesn't feel like that responsibility to be the man to make a play.
Yeah. Ooh, Rops, he spotted 2. He's got X-Pro locked in the corner. A couple of kills from Mousesports into this B bomb site. They need to be careful that it isn't stacked, but Invictus close on the door, and Rops has got his 3rd. Nice, easy round for Mousesports against the Pistols. They'll find a 7th with no casualties. That's a big confidence boost.
And he does have players to find Woxi trying to get up onto the Xbox. Vadim's just holding this cross, and that flashbang's good. That's going to force him back into CT, and that now allows this mid to B split to come through for Mouse.
Smoke's missed.
Oh dear, luckily Woxi alleviated some of the pressure. Vadim trying to get out of CT, running for the hills, but Chris J, this man lives in the hills. He's going to shut down the AWP over towards this A side of the map, and a bit of a mid-round change from Mouse. It looked like they wanted to go for the mid to B with that smoke missing. They tried to rededicate in towards the A bomb site. Fjorn looking to get out of danger. In the meantime, Koshak's found success. Keep your eye on Rops on the minimap, though. He's coming on this wrap through the B site, and he's cut down these players in rotation. Mousesports, they recover that.
Jumping the gap. Frozen getting tagged, but not significantly. And Koshak, he's cornered. No Molotovs apart from on Rops, but he is too far away to throw them. And still sitting in the T-spawn watching for those rotations as Mousesports clean up the kills on the A site. One for Fjorn, but that will be it.
And even though it's only a partial investment since getting onto the T side, Mousesports, they've not lost anything. So
we've not had a single CT round, Harry. It's like it's like the opening day again for Invictus, just not being able to do anything on the defensive side.
Yeah, it is just a matter of, once again, when they're not the team to dictate the pace, when they can't play their own game, when things are getting disrupted, that's where it falls apart. But this round, they've at least hauled it back into a 3-on-3. Vadim low on HP. He'll concede short for the time being. Repositioning down into CT. This fight in tunnels decides a hell of a lot, especially with that kill coming in onto Rops. Because now, Woxi, he's got to try and rejoin Frozen here. And if Frozen wins this fight, the timing, he held that all round, it felt like. Whoa, Woxi! Jump scare over in middle, trying to get by, but there's Flying already in position.
Open play here for Invictus. Oh my god, Mousesports is just being annoying with these flashes. It's posted Woxi up, and he's got the kill, holding the gap. X-Pro couldn't see him, and that's a pick for Mousesports in a crucial round.
Harrigan's going to set up this utility to go for the cat play. The instant Molotov reply out from Koshak. And this is all the fake. It's all the ruse. And it's done a good job of keeping this very heavy A-side presence for the Invictus side. Vadim falling at the back of B. And this is the round locked in for Mouse. There is no way back into this if you're Invictus. 2 versus 5. These players so far removed from the B bomb site. This is a definite save. Mouse, they're going to reach double digits.
So instead he wins a race, Harry, even if the T side of Invictus was so dominant. Mousesports not letting their heads get out of the game here, knowing how important this first map is, considering it's their pick. And Invictus, they find one CT round finally, but Mousesports bounce back and immediately get themselves another. Woxi risking his life for that flashbang. Anything to save a couple of $100. But no one here to capitalize. Invictus have a cat player and Fjorn in the pit, and it will just be a full save from Mousesports. Their money was starting to get depleted, so not wanting to hunt down these guns, rather focused on building up their own cash here as we get into round number 24. This is on a knife's edge right now.
A couple of series that maybe they shouldn't have lost, or at least they feel like they should have lost. And I sometimes wonder if that's knocked the Mousesports confidence a bit. But at least here on Dust 2, they're not looking to repeat those same mistakes, right? They're locking down Fjorn here.
That mixed team took Astralis to OT on Dust 2.
Yeah.
Fair enough, really.
I think, you know, that could be one of the problems for Mouse having Dust 2 at not the core of their map pool, but it's definitely one of the maps that they've looked to make their own, right?
They picked it, so yeah.
Lucky enough this round. Not one they've got to worry about.
No, this is a half buy for Invictus. They have saved guns and they bought pistols around it. I mean, Vadim hasn't even spent $1 because he wants that AWP as soon as possible. So it's not a real dedication from Invictus, and unsurprising to see Mousesports get away with it. Rops, he just saw a head there, but he was looking on the camera at his teammate, so he actually doesn't know that Flying is so close. Vadim getting spotted as well. Does that bait Rops out of position? No, he just holds his own and gets that kill. Vadim getting spammed as well. Very little to do with this USP, and Koshak is saving towards B. We'll get away with this M4 for now, unless Frozen can find it. That's an 11th round for Mousesports. What a comeback this is, though. Like, it almost says more about Mousesports as a team, that the fact that they can pull a 12-3. He's going to get flashed through this. He is very aggressive, and there's the flash. He's gone through Carrigan. Oh, there's a double smoke. He's still kept behind the boxes. Trade's coming up on short in the meantime. Mousesports are moving fast. Chris has dropped into CT. No one's ready for it. Carrigan does lose his life, and that keeps Mousesports down a man in this situation.
Yeah, it's huge that Fionn is able to best the man over at long there, right? Because now you've got this long presence. And for Mouse, had they been able to get a man into the pit, they could have planted that bomb for long. Things would have been looking good in this post plant, but now it's heating up for Woxi. He's still trying to stay alive. Oh, down into CT. He's running away. He knows there's a man at long. And now only one player left. Woxi trying to make this clutch that felt so impossible come through. They're on the bomb, but now they're off of it. They bait the peek out from Woxi. Oh, he's hiding. ctus up above. Woxi's done such a good job at all. ctus with this close UMP. He gets flashed into middle. He almost turns that into a hell of a lot. I do like the team play between Invictus. They've definitely got that down. Vadim setting up his Russian mate there to go for that mid-peak. It's Orb still over towards short, and that's an unknown factor for Mouse in this round. They've seen a UMP. You're anticipating this is at most a partial investment from the Invictus side.
X-Pro's gone long, though, so he's going to be completely avoided here. If Mousesports come up cat, he can still win the round for his team if he goes back, but he might tunnel vision into this long position. More common than not when you have an A-split, and he is completely alone here, Ari. There's no one to assist. Smoke's coming out. 30 seconds for Mousesports to cross. Fionn's going to try and move up to assist, but that flash is good. Keeps X-Pro back. Double flash. He's waiting for the time to strike. They haven't seen him just yet. Oh, what a shot through the box. Frozen getting dropped. Needs to be a follow-up, though, and they are spamming the corner. Carrigan's taking the AWP, and X-Pro's taking him out of the round. Woxi once again has got to save the day, and he started it off. Rops with a double from short, and it's just Vadim left up with a USP. Oh, how the tables have turned. But the bomb's dropped down. Gandalf, they need to grab it. They need to get the part. The time is low, and Vadim, oh, that was close.
Boost up over here in the B bomb site. Woxi in with the immediate trade there, keeps things even, flying.
Oh no!
Uh-oh, bad time to miss the smoke. Still able to get one at the very, very least. If you're Invictus, you're really relying on. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. Hugo just pointed this out to me. The bomb's back in T-spawn. Mouse, they've got to go get that. Or they've got to get all the kills. And for Woxi, a man who loves all the kills, he's got the chance in this one, but Vadim gets him through the double doors. Chris oh, he's only good for one. And Vadim missing that shot. Rops saving the day.
They've got to win this map, really, considering how they started it. X-Pro on the B site. He's got one for the CZ. So low on ammo, and he's going to run out. Mousesports have got B. The rotations might be coming through, but this is such a hard site to retake, especially with this kind of buy. Mousesports bordering 15, and there might be no way to stop them.
Yeah, the one thing that Invictus maybe have to hold on to here is at least Woxi isn't at this bomb site. For the time being, they've got a 3-on-3, but it's quickly dealt with by Chris J and Rops. Map
overtime. Only 2 rounds away from it. Mousesports are putting pressure on mid, faking out a mid to B play. They've got the smoke down. They've got Rops in position. Oh, he's been flashed, though. No one coming through that smoke. He's just trying to fake this. Fionn's won a fight up onto long. Carrigan dead. There's no trade from Chris. The smoke is out. Fionn's spamming away, hoping for a smoke shot. Not going to connect, and they'll just concede long. They've got the pick. No need to hold on to this position as Mousesports come up short and into the firing line. ctus with a kill. Bomb's been dropped. Rops has to save the day once again. It's him and Chris in a 2-on-4.
Oh, the flashbangs are good. Chris J barreling into CT, but there's a man holding from the B-bomb site. Rops has got another. Rops, you can't keep saving these rounds, surely. Chris J, 1 point of health, and just having him here is so important. It denies that rotation from Vadim, even though Chris is so close to death, but finally, Vadim's able to deal with him. And now Rops in this clutch, he's got cat control. He doesn't know the exact whereabouts of ctus. He knows he was last seen towards long. ctus currently over towards the back of platform. Will go unnoticed. Rops planting that bomb for the short side, and he's going to hide in the bomb site. Trying to play the mind game versus Invictus. He didn't spot Koshak when he peeked long earlier, holding for the CT cross. He's seen ahead, but Vadim is very, very quick and Invictus.
Maybe a mid to B play here for Mousesports, but look at the setup from Invictus. They have 3 players on this side of the map. One of the AWPs as well, back plat for X-Pro. Flying, spotting doors, and I imagine Flying's going to set Koshak up with some utility, but he actually doesn't have any flashes. That's been thrown by X-Pro from B. He's now got to watch the tunnels, and Mousesports are coming out through mid.
Koshak, a lot of this round now falling onto his shoulders. And that weight might be too much to bear. Flying and X-Pro, they've got to hold this B bomb site. X-Pro, they know he's over towards platform. Flying's only good for 1. It's Karrigan and Woxi trading effectively in the bomb site. And Chris J holding this wrap, holding these rotations. This round is dead to rights, and Mousesports